Officer to ask the First Minister what the Scottish Government's response is to reports that Scotland has the highest suicide rate in the United Kingdom, with young men being 3 times more likely to die than women.
First Minister.
Suicide prevention is a key priority for the Scottish Government, and as First Minister it will be a priority for me. Together with the Convention of Scottish Local Authorities, we published our 10-year suicide prevention strategy, Creating Hope Together, and an associated first 3-year action plan in September of 2022. This is backed by a commitment to double suicide prevention annual funding to £2.8 million by 2026. We are tailoring our approach to ensure we reach people most at risk of suicide across Scotland. This includes a strong emphasis on men.
Alexander Stewart.
I thank the First Minister for that response. Last week in Parliament, the Suicide Prevention Witnesses Panel included representatives from Scotland's Men's Shed Association. They are seen as possibly the most effective prevention and life-affirming movement, and inspirational in improving men's health. The association will be expected to pursue alternative funding arrangements with the Scottish Government going forward. Therefore, can I ask, why once again have the Scottish Government decided that their funding is not seen as a priority when it is saving lives?
First Minister.
If Mr Stewart will allow me, I'll look into the question that he's raised with me about funding for the Men's Shed movement. I've had many associations, many happy associations with the Men's Shed movement. Indeed, I had the great pleasure of opening the Men's Shed in the village of Stanley, in my constituency, which was emerged out of a collaboration with Historic Environment Scotland, which was an example of how government facilities can be used to create a men's shed and support it without direct funding being made available. And obviously, as I answered Mr Ross earlier, funding is under enormous pressure. But I recognise the contribution of the Men's Shed movement. I also recognise that my colleague Jim Fairley just last week had a gathering in Parliament of a variety of different organisations supporting men who face difficulty, and I really welcome all of the efforts that are going on to support that effort.